Welcome, everybody. I said, welcome, everybody. Welcome to Restore the Roar. Welcome to the first meeting of the renewed Bulldog Booster Club, Restore the Roar. I see a lot of alumni, parents, and staff, and even some of our students out there. Trust me, it's going to take all of us to make this happen. Why am I saying Restore the Roar? Well, I'm saying it that it's time to get back to where the Bulldog Booster Club was in its glory days. Back to when we would fill up this cafeteria with members ready to do whatever it took to make all of our Bulldogs be the best that they could be. Tonight, we are here to look at the ways that the new Restore the Roar Bulldog Booster Club can help the athletic program and all of our Bulldog teams. There are many new challenges today that were not here many years ago. Some of them are now that we have boys and girls teams. Girls teams, that's right. We didn't have girls teams in the old days, believe it or not. Our school is also much smaller now. Because of school of choice, we compete for students every day with other schools. We're now busing kids in from further out every day that want to attend Robichaud High School, so we help them. All these and more are the challenges that we face every day. Tonight we are here together and let's get this party started. Complete the first steps to organize our club and even elect our first set of officers. Okay, you know how this goes. Everybody together. One, two, three. Bulldog Pride. Once again, welcome. Many of you out there know me. You know me. I've been around here forever. My name is Al Cedar, and I'm so proud to be the new athletic director here at Robichaud. But for those of you that don't know me, I'm a lifelong student here in our district. I started in kindergarten at Thorne, and then I graduated from Robichaud in 1971. I've been coaching at Robichaud for the last 20 years. I've coached football, softball, swimming, track, cross country, and tennis. I've coached many of you in the audience as well as your children and your grandchildren. This is important because it shows how deep our roots are here at Robichaud High School. Now I am proud to take on the new role as your athletic director and put my stamp on our program. As I said, I've been here since kindergarten in 1959, which is even before this building we're in right now was even built. The high school wasn't even built right there. We were across the field in the old Roosevelt High School. I'm proud of my school, and I've always let anybody know. I played as many sports as I could while I was here. You can even still see my name on many trophies in the case. There is a plaque with my name and face on it in the Robichaud Bulldog Hall of Fame displayed in the gym concourse. I'm not telling you this to toot my own horn, toot toot, but to demonstrate that I'm a Bulldog for life and Bulldog pride runs deep in my blood. Because of my roots here at the school, I want to bring this booster club back to its original mission and purpose, which is to help all Bulldog sports teams in whatever capacity I can. I'm happy to be back home at the place that has made me what I am today. This is where I started. This is where it all started. This is where I plan to finish my career. I'm glad that we can still all meet in the school that we love. All right, how many of you out there have had this problem? And I know we have it a lot of times. Read even across the street in Dearborn, it doesn't matter. We all tell people that we're from Robichaud High School. Many of them say, "Where's that?" The first thing we say today, no matter how old we are, is, "It's the school where Tyrone Wheatley is from." And then they say, "Oh, I know that place." We all do it and we are proud of it. I would also like to add that many of you that don't know, but right now we have a graduate from a few years ago that has been with the Detroit Lions for the last few years. He was formerly with the Jets, the New York Jets, and that individual is Freddie Bishop. We used to call him the third. I'm proud to say I was Freddie's first coach when he was here in middle school. Was it me? I don't know. Now we have one more, Darius Phillips, who attended Western Michigan University and was drafted this year in the fifth round. That's big, the fifth round, by the Cincinnati Bengals. That's pretty big. I'm sure many of us will be sitting there watching him play on Sunday afternoons. The list of former pro athletes and outstanding college athletes is longer than most of us realize, even more than I realized because I was gone for a lot of years. You can now see all those names and pictures in the Robichaud Bulldog Hall of Fame display in the gym concourse. When we restore the Booster Club back to its glory days and we once again have enough members to fill the cafeteria, we will know that we have finally restored the roar. Now that I have you all fired up, let's get down to business. Robichaud in the past has had some very strong booster clubs. Recently, there has not been much booster activity to raise money for our teams. The only thing we have been doing is concessions for football and basketball games. The new booster club is here to serve all our sports teams, big and small, boys and girls. Today, the school budgets have exploded, leaving little for extracurricular activities. As you probably be read or seen in the news, schools continue to cut extracurricular activities every year to stay within their budgets. I'm proud to say here at Robichaud, we have maintained our sports and activities, but it's very, very tight. The booster clubs have taken on a new role to not only sell concessions and T-shirts, but also be a major funding source to fill the gaps that the district no longer can. The booster club is here to help all our teams and athletes, make them feel more connected, make them feel what it means to be a Bulldog. That could be as simple as giving an athlete a T-shirt, a hoodie, an equipment bag with their name and number on it, or enough food and snacks for a track or swim team to make it through an all-day event. And trust me, as a track coach and a swim coach, I know what it takes to keep these kids filled. But at Robichaud High School, we have about half as many kids as we did back when the Bulldogs won the state championship back in 1990. But we have more sports teams to take care of. We now have soccer and golf, which presents more opportunities for our students and also then more opportunities for the Booster Club to help, which makes our challenges to help even greater. All right, tonight we are here to take on the challenge and to give birth to the new, renewed Robichaud Booster Club and to restore the roar. We'll be electing officers and president, vice president, treasurer, secretary, the usual officers. We will also establish new committees needed to support the Booster Club. This will give everyone a chance to decide what committee is your best fit. When you leave here tonight, give some thought to which committee or committees you would like to serve on and where you think you can contribute the most. That's very important. Our Booster Club meetings will now be held the second Monday of each month, so mark your calendars now. The first new business at our next meeting will be to fill all the committee seats. We will begin discussing new ideas for fundraising. No idea is a bad idea. In my experience through the years, I've always felt that even the wildest ideas have some merit. You can always find something in there. Keep in mind that we are starting with a zero balance in our bank, so the only way we can go is up. The challenge is here. We will also have a more formal discussion on how we will operate our meetings at our next meeting. As the athletic director, I will be the advisor for the Booster Club, just the advisor, just like the old days when you were in a club and you had an advisor. That's me. It is your club, your ideas, and your hard work. I am your connection to the school. I am here to facilitate the Booster Club in any way needed. I am also here to ensure the Booster Club operates within the school and district policies and guidelines. A very important policy that is new to many of you, but also guides what we can do is called Title IX. I'm sure you've heard this, but some people didn't understand what it is. This is new to many of you. Some of you have experienced it and you don't even know it, especially all you lady athletes. You realize there were no sports for girls back in the 70s and 60s? That's right. They didn't think you could play, but we proved them wrong, didn't we? Title IX is so important to the way we operate an athletic program that I think it's important that we take a minute here to better understand it. Okay, Title IX. A new challenge since many of you were in school is this thing called Title IX, which affects fundraising for teams. You've probably heard it mentioned now and then in the news, but let me give you a quick thumbnail of it. Title IX was passed in the 70s to ensure all education was fair and equal between boys and girls, not just in sports, but in all aspects of education. For the Booster Club, sports is our mission. Lately, Booster Clubs have been the target of the courts. Some schools have been raising money for one sport over another. A quick example close to home is the Plymouth baseball team. A few years ago, the softball team parents raised the issue that the Booster Club for the boys baseball team installed nice seating for the boys' field as well as a new scoreboard when they neglected the same for the girls' softball team. The court simply said, take it all down until you can provide the same for the girls. As a coach for girls sports, I can agree with that. I'm talking about Title IX so much because it is the elephant in the room, and this is what we need to be aware of so we can avoid problems here at Robichaud. We don't want to bust our butts, raise a lot of money for a cause only to find we did it wrong and can't allocate the funds the way they were intended. So just like I said, a quick thumbnail so we understand it when I bring it up now and then. That no, you can or can't do that. Yes, you can. All right, now it's time to roll up our sleeves and get to work. Let's put the pedal to the metal, as they say, and let's start putting our structure for our Booster Club together. Tonight has been a great start. We have a lot to talk about during the break. Don't be shy, talk, get to know each other. We're all here for the same purpose, our love for Bulldog. We've talked long enough now. I've talked long enough now. Let's take a break. And after the break, we will have nominations for officers and talk about the committees. Do we have any questions? I'm sure you got a lot. Let's have them. I want to thank all of you for your attendance and participation. Sometimes the most important and hardest thing is to just show up. I'm looking forward to working with our newly elected officers. This meeting was a good first step, but just the first step. We have a lot to do. Like we said earlier, between now and our next meeting, let's think about committees and would you like to join and get out there and recruit new members. Let's bring a buddy to our next meeting. Bring a buddy, bring a pal, which going forward will be the second Monday of each month. So our next meeting will be October 14th at 7 o'clock right here in the cafeteria where we are right now. We have a lot of work to do. Let's bring back that Bulldog pride, restore the roar. And once again, you know how this goes. 1, 2, 3. Bulldog pride.